Hello everyone, I'm Dimitri, architect and instructor at Labideus. In this lesson, I'll show you how we can geolocate a SketchUp file. We have two ways to do this, and I'll show you here in a super practical, super fast way. With the file open, we have two paths there to find the SketchUp geolocation. I can come here to the Window tab, Model Info, and we have there geolocation, or we can use a very hidden little button, which is in the lower left corner there, called geolocation, and it already opens directly here. For most versions, we can configure the geolocation, the coordinates, manually, okay? This applies then to any version. Now, using SketchUp's own geolocation, it depends there on the version, the subscription and all that, okay? I'll start by showing how we would do it directly here in manual mode, okay? So with the geolocation window open, I come here to set manually, okay? And it's interesting that we have then these coordinates, and it's very easy to find them on maps. So I have here the Oca project, right, from Ibirapuera, and I'm going to get the coordinates in a super practical way. So on top here of my object, right, of my project, I'll right click, here are the coordinates, they're here with negative values, we'll have to adjust that, just click on them. Coming back here to SketchUp then, how are we going to do it? I'll put, for example, Brazil, Sao Paulo, SP. And then how does it work, right? Where the north is, I'll put here then the first coordinate, and I'll remove the negative value, and I'll put the S at the end, okay? And the other coordinate, I'll put here also without the negative. I'll put the W for west at the end, okay? So for Brazil, right, Sao Paulo, we're there, south and west, okay? So, okay. This way, then, upon closing, right, I already have my file geolocated. The little button here in the corner, it will be activated, and we'll have then our project with the correct latitude and longitude. However, it's always important for us to orient the project according to the north. It's not enough just to geolocate. For that, I recommend using the Solar North plugin, okay? Which is here, Extension Warehouse, okay? So we, through the Extension Warehouse, search for this plugin called Solar North and install it on my computer. It's essential that it be installed. We have a video on how to install plugins, which is here in the card that I'll leave for you, okay? With it installed, we have here then two little buttons, okay? The first button is what activates the north. It will be here in orange, okay? And with this project, we can already see by looking at the aerial photo that it's not correct, right? So according to the entrance of the Oca project, this north is not correct, okay? So how can we do it? The second little button here. So it's important sometimes to set the view more or less from above at the desired angle, okay? So I'll leave it more or less like this. And the second button is exactly what sets this orientation. So I'll leave it, for example, in this orientation. So with that, we have the project already geolocated and with the correct north allowing for a very cool sun study. Remembering that, depending on your project, it's important to have the surroundings in 3D. And we also have a video about that, okay? The second way to do a geolocation is through SketchUp's own system, okay? So for example, I'll close this, I'll click here on the coordinate, and we'll do it in the following way, okay? I'll select clear location, so it lost its geolocation, it's reset here, and let's go to add location, okay? SketchUp's geolocation system has improved a lot over time, okay? So how are we going to do this? We're going to look for the address there, okay? It's already found it, more or less. São Paulo, I'll get close here to the Oca project, right? In Ibirapuera. And I'll place it here more or less in the corner, okay? So actually, it's even important to leave it exactly in the right place, okay? And the orientation is also important to be done according to the project's orientation, okay? So I'll take my axis here as a reference again, okay? And overlay it here to see if it's exactly the same, right? It's exactly in position, okay? So it's always important not only to geolocate, but also to correctly set the north. So this way I can activate this geolocation, right? So I come here to set geolocation, and with that, I'll have my project there with the correct coordinate, okay? So here it is, Brazil, Sao Paulo, and everything else, okay? It even already has my north marked out here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, okay? We have a really cool SketchUp course that's in the description, and we'll see you in the next classes. Thank you very much.